so often that oftentimes you for I'm sure many people they get
immediately. That's outrageous, man. I wouldn't trust nobody that looks like that. That's a shame. You know, come on, bro. You could let yourself go a little bit, but come on, bro. You can't trust nobody like that. Look at that guy. You can't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm not sorry. I don't trust him.
out of it because they see it a lot, and it's a big problem. But again, diversity looks at the numbers. Okay,
This guy is
we
crazy.
have increased our if an organization wanted to hire more Asian people, we've increased our organization by 20% with Asian workers. Okay, inclusion is about how to keep them.
How to keep them.
How to keep them.
Diversity means to bring them in.
Yes.
And then inclusion means to teach the white people how to keep them there.
It's not about teaching the white people how to keep them there. It's about creating the platforms within the organizations to help people stay. Because the problem is, again, a retention issue looks at, okay, there has been this certain culture within this organization for 100 years, okay? And this organization now wants to open its doors to more people from various backgrounds. What can we do now as a corporate culture to make our organization more inclusive? Their word, right? To make it more inclusive to where people are willing to stay and make our organization better. That's the point.
What would happen if a white company say, no, I don't want this mess up in here. I'll hire who I want. I will hire the best qualified. So I don't need you guys to come here and tell me how to run my company. Would you try to sue them or put them out of business? What would happen?
Well, again, since
that's like the issue with all this stuff, right? It's like people create, all these complaints, all this stuff they create, DEI, whatever, and people don't understand the basic universal truth, which is that creating something like that automatically creates the inverse. And so, and they can't deal with the inverse. They can't even deal with something like a white-only school. And their argument, would be something like, oh, this school is basically white only, but it's not actually white only. But they would have a problem if white people were to say something like, we only want white people. And they say, well, that's racist. We want everybody. And it's like, but you going off of race. Either way, when you say that. So if it's not, so you either go off of race and then you take everything that comes with that, or you go off of something else. And a lot of people have the idea that the thing that we should go off of is merit. And Martin Luther King had that same idea for the black and the liberal people. Martin Luther King had the same idea. So you have to pick, because when you prop something up, automatically something else gets pushed down. And that's what I think a lot of people on the left are missing. But let's see what we got to say.
The civil rights era, and organizations had to implement the whole human resource structure. They can't get away with that. It's not about suing, but they're going to get so bashed in the media, that they have to conform to that.
When would black people be happy and say
What the?
enough? When will we know that they're satisfied? Because they wanted affirmative action, we gave them that. Okay. They wanted to get into the white school, we let them get into that without earning. They want to move into the white community.
Jesse Lee Peterson is funny. He's an antagonist. He said, we gave, because he knows he's gonna push the guest buttons with that. I think that's funny.
Okay.
We let them do that without earning it. Mm-hmm. And now they want reparations. They even wanted the white woman, so we gave up the white woman to them. Remember that?
Wait. Hold on.
Shout out to the white girls.
So you're not calling yourself black, is what you're saying?
I am black, but I'm not into the black thing.
Okay, gotcha.
And so we gave them the white woman. When will it be enough?
Well, I think the thing is...
When would they say, okay, white folks, we had enough, we got what we need?
I can't give you a short answer to that. Again, it's complicated.
It's not that complicated. That's exactly the issue. That's a lot of black people are starting to notice that issue as well as other people are starting to notice that issue. You can't keep going to somebody. Like, just think of it. You're in a neighborhood and you keep going to this guy saying, hey, you know, I don't have the same kind of lawn you have. And the white guy says, well, I didn't build the neighborhood. I'm not responsible for your damn lawn. Yeah, but you got a nice lawn. That's real funny that you got a nice. No. I built my lawn. When I got here, my lawn was just like yours. Oh, so I'm not good enough to have your lawn because you built yours before mine and you made sure that mine were not good and you took my resource. Here's the thing, even if all the racism that people want to believe does exist, it still doesn't do us any good to sit around and cry and complain about it all the time. It doesn't do us any good to get emotional about it. It doesn't do us any good to get violent about it. None of that helps. The way that every single group of people ever came up was through grit, hard work, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. Nobody came up through crying and complaining. Nobody. And that's why we are the last, left behind. We're at the bottom of the totem pole because we still think that we can cry and complain our way, to some other existence. It'll never happen. And some people just getting tired and fed up with that stuff. Like, a lot of us are trained that way. We grow up in these families. We don't have a question that we don't have no reason to. A lot of us don't have dads. People keep acting like that's not a thing. A lot of us don't have dads. A lot of us that do have dads have a distance between ourselves and our dads because the mother put the dad out or the dad left or whatever the case may be. And so we act like these women. We act like our mothers. I always say a lot of us, when they talk about the YNs, I say, well, that's a single mother with a gun. Is what that is. And that's exactly what it is. And nobody will ever respect that, man. And if you try to tell a lot of the black people that, they will attack you. And they'll say, if you say, yeah, black on black crime is crazy, and they say, yeah, well, what about white on white crime? And what the hell do I need to go and talk to them white people about the crimes they do within their communities? How does that help you? And what's the point of that? I'm black. They can help themselves. They do a good job. We should commend them. We should watch them and try to take some of their ideas. Nobody wants to hear that. It's too truthful.
Because it goes back to that concept of retention, right? Where you're saying that, okay, black people have gotten all this stuff.
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't watch this guy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not in the mood to watch this guy, man. With respect to him, I don't. He seems disingenuous. I don't want to watch him. No apology needed. I don't want to watch him, so I'm not gonna watch him. You know what I mean? But next time, man, with love and respect, I'm out. Peace.